it's far into the night. The witch has finished her final preparations and is just awaiting the perfect time for the ritual to start, when it's least likely to fail. It is silent, very silent outside. As the time comes round, and she begins the spell. At first, not much happens as she seems to just chant, and the runes seem to flicker. A piece of paper before her glowing slightly with runes as she does so. But it becomes more noticeable over time, as almost this faint humming can be heard as the ritual itself begins to amplify, continue throughout the night. The force wall is going up as soon as she starts. Initially, for the first time, not a lot happens other than the humming increasing. Though, an hour or so passes before, from deep above, you can suddenly just hear just distant, just yelling and shouting, screams. A war has begun on the surface. And it becomes very obvious very quickly that the army has arrived. Yet it is quite some time before anything really happens down here. You hear the battle intensify. The first hour passed, then the second hour passed of the ritual. The second hour passing. Upstairs, you can hear the crashing. You can hear crashing sounds, roars of battle, and in the distance, a deep roar of a dragon. As time continues to pass of quite a fierce battle, the third hour arriving, and the sounds of more forces joining, almost like the heavenly choir as well, deep echoing from above the crypt. And it is as this heavenly choir sings that suddenly this entire crypt shakes and rumbles, and this pounding sound is heard. As something great, something powerful, something monstrous approaches at full speed. As now would be the time you begin putting your buffs up, preparing. As you can hear it approaching, sound echoing through the halls.
Raphael will turn to the group. You see him, gripping the sword. He's looking around, and he seems very pale as he looks to his friends, and asks, "Are we ready then?"
The swirling mass of magical wards. That's something that would be akin to a nod, if not for like 6 different shields blocking the vision.
Artemis will shrug and say, "I think it's a good a day as any to die."
Raphael nods, looks at the door, seems to close his eye. You can hear him, swallow, and then he opens his eye again, looks at the door, takes a heft of his sword, and then he nods and says, "Whatever comes of this, it has been a pleasure, all of it." He looks to the door.
We didn't come back to life just to die here.
He smiles. "Right you are, my friend, right you are. Well then, there's not to make reply. There is not to reason why. There is but to do and die into the valley of death." As he basically gets ready to kick down the door and charge out.
You hear William call up behind. Well said. Kill that dragon. William starts cheering you on from the background, trying to motivate you.
Liana's got her pom-poms out.
No, not quite. She's looking unamused by this.
It would be really anticlimactic if the red dragon comes down and he's smashing doors in and then he just clutches at his chest. It's like, "Ugh!" heart attack. Dies.
It'd be very
That's what
anticlimactic.
Frey says. Yeah, it would be. It would be quite.
It could be
depressing.
worse.
It could be worse. Yeah.
He
Will-
could not have a heart attack.
Will Artemis use the crystal as he hears the dragon getting very close?
Yes. When Laurel says that he is indeed just a couple minutes away, then yeah.
He's upon us.
He is upon us.
God have mercy.
Very well. As you use the crystal, it glows with this divinely bright golden light. As you see his body change and morph quickly. Ball's going to get thrown back a square. And you see him transform into, well, some kind of, well, golden dragon. But to Artemis's mind, he's not alone in there. He almost if he can hear a voice of another, aiding every word he does. It's faint to hear, but almost just you have there's almost two beings in one here.
I like it. I like it.
I assume you do not use your frightful aura on your allies.
Not on my allies, no. They're important to me.
Just checking.
You can use it on me all you want.
If not, you do retain all your paladin abilities while transformed like that.
Ah,
Just gonna
wonderful.
activate some of Ballard's things, because
I now need to edit
I
that.
assume that he's buffed up as well.
Yeah, I did
He's
add
spelled-
some things to it.
Well, he only has 28 AC, so we need to do something.
Just give me a second. We'll
Okay.
get to see what he has on his
Out
prepared.
of your knowledge, everyone doesn't have ownership over that token at the moment.
He's a spontaneous caster. I can do it.
Yeah, smiting, I have 57 AC.
In this new draconic form.
In this new draconic form, yeah.
As you hear a crashing sound in the distance.
Quick question though. The flame breath, is it like actual dragons?
Yes, you actually have a special. Your macro has been modified on this token.
Yeah, I just wanted like.
You can
is
try it if you want.
Is it that D4?
You can try it.
Oh, cool. Nice. Divine fire breath, huh?
Mm-hmm. Fire breath, both holy and fire.
I like it.
None of you can see the crystal. Artemis knows where the crystal is. Deep within his body. Pulsating.
You.
Holding this entire form stable. At least for now. There's a deep crashing is heard in the distance as something approaches. The door is the door open or closed out of curiosity?
Close.
One
Close, I
closest.
would imagine.
Yeah, I think so.
You kind of hear a crashing sound in the distance, almost like the crunching of metal. Like an iron door possibly being just barged open. A second.
Could have changed that.
Do you have elevations, the thing?
Yeah. I was 10 feet up.
Can we just assume that Laurel's flying all the time? She doesn't really have a reason to stand on the ground with this fly.
Yes. You can fly a maximum of probably about 30 feet in here. Medium creature. The dragons have a very much harder time of flying. I'm sure you hear the crunching of metal and the movements. As you're not entirely sure. As something goes very quiet. Eerily quiet. just for a few moments. And suddenly the door before you just melts off its hinges.
Oh.
Just melts into a pile of molten goo. Yet, you don't see a dragon on the other side. You just see a completely scorched hallway.
Oh.
Except, however, though, I believe one or more of you have blind sense running, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Laura has blind sight.
Yes.
I don't know what I have.
You would technically have a blind sense running, which would also feel this.
Ah. Hey, buddy.
As you see a greater invisibility to dragon.
But I can see it as well. Yeah. See invisibility.
Strangely enough, the invisibility isn't working.
Oh, well.
Well, I guess a greater dispel here is in order.
I mean, this is a initiate combat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You realise he's here, and he realises you're here because he can see through the now melted door.
I didn't really bother with great invisibility because I assumed he had true sight.
Yeah. Invisibility perch should also kick his ass.
It didn't last time, though. Does it this time?
Well, it's
Yeah,
great. This is greater invisibility.
Admittedly, the reason it didn't work last time is because it wasn't invisibility spell being used.
Yeah.
So-
This time it is, though.
Okay.
But this is a good thing. He doesn't have his anti-magic field running right now.
But every one of you guys have to roll like mischances.
I have blind fighting, so
For now, at least.
That makes it a reroll on a
yeah,
failed.
it makes it a real.
Well,
That is one hell of an initiative from Laurel.
it's a natural 20 on a plus 12, yes.
Apparently Laura was prepared for this.
Thanks for noticing.
Just saying, it's a hell of a initiative.
But yes.
Fast reaction times here.
Laura will
We'll
be
delay until after the dragon, assuming that he's going to share his smiting ability.
Okay. I was about to say, after the red dragon? No.
And indeed, I will be using Aura of Justice. And use the free action smite to smite. Big old red. And that costs 2 of my smite evil. Everybody gets a free action on their turn. And I guess I'll kind of move up a bit. Don't really want to go too close just yet. That'll do.
Laurel?
Well, I'll smite the red dragon.
The red dragon is the...
Etherin. The red destroyer.
Yes. He is a red dragon of proportions beyond it. Fun fact, actually, for those of you who are capable of being afraid,
Bah, you do not scare
it'd
me.
be a relevant will save to not run away in fear.
Don't paladins have like a passive things we get?
Then you get a +4 bonus if you're close
yeah.
to a paladin.
You have a +4 if you're... Yeah,
Jake
if
is not
you're
close enough for the
within 10.
+4.
Well, when he would have been, because I would
True,
have been
it's true,
within
yes.
10, so...
It does mean Raphael, Zoe, and Ballard would all need to roll will saves or run away in fear.
Sure, and there's also +1 I know from Bless.
That's true.
So-
That is true.
So, +5.
+5 in total.
I don't know if he has any other things in that, but I have no
Ah,
idea.
there we go. I think those are all good.
That is... Is a 29 enough for Ballards? Yeah, Ballard is afraid. Very, very afraid.
No.
We're talking run away in fear afraid
God damn it.
at the start of this huge
Now, I
dragon.
remember we've done this kind of thing before,
I will double check that.
because Because I remember last time we fought like a big thing that had a fear aura, where Ballard also ran.
Yeah, yes.
I will double check the rules to make sure.
Ballard the Cowardly.
Ballard the Cowardly, yes.
The range is a certain distance. If execute a hit dice, if it adds four hit dice or fewer than the target, yes, it does. It becomes panicked.
I currently have my 3 temporary points. Could we use one of those, as we did last time, to negate this fear effect on Ballard?
You could negate it on Ballard. Yes, you could do
He's the only one who fails.
Okay.
Laura will share with his his innate connection, feeling Ballard's fear for the mental connection. He will reach out, something he usually can't do, but the power of this sort of once very rare and powerful magic he's wielding allows him to shield Ballard's mind with some of his own mental protections
If the party does not
for a
run-
moment, making him completely impossible to make afraid.
Which is good, because that would have been run away for 16 rounds otherwise.
Oh, God.
I'll prove one of my points.
That would have been Ballard gone,
Hope
effectively.
to have them last a little longer, but this is a good use. All right.
Laurel may now take his turn.
Yeah. So,
Red Dragon unlike anything you've seen before you.
Big Dragon. Let's, first and foremost, can I free action Arcana knowledge him to check him out?
You can.
To check him out. Just, be like, what's
Okay,
up with
so
him?
this is a beyond Great Worm Red Dragon. He is exceptionally old. His bite attack is going to deal huge amounts of fire. Just being near him is going to deal huge amounts of fire. He has a variety of natural attacks, exceptionally powerful spellcasting. If you are killed by his breath weapon, you can only be brought back by true resurrection.
Uh-huh.
You would know he would be able to manipulate fires he can see through line of sight. At a range of probably about, you probably guess about 80 feet. You can manipulate a fire. He can also melt through rock using his breath weapon. Also, stuff like smoke doesn't bother him at all when it comes to sight.
I see.
Other than that, he's going to be, of course, immune to fire. He's going to be immune to paralysis, vulnerable to cold, immune to sleep, have heavy amounts of spell resistance. Normally he'd have DR magic, but based on how his scales are shimmering, you'd even imagine possibly even beyond that.
They are
DR.
epic. Epic magic.
And also, based on what you see, he might even be regenerating slightly.
Let's see how useful this is then, and use the Imperial Arm I possess.
Very well, you will trigger that for 1 round.
And then I think I will full bomb him with a smiting Imperial Arm improved explosive scrap arms.
That can certainly be done.
These will not have splash, since I have added something else to them,
Okay.
which is a mixture that makes them deal an extra times intelligence damage to the primary attack of the bomb, but no splash. As I didn't think there would be many moves here. And I will, use the arm to add another times intelligence
Yes.
mod to
Yep, you
it.
can do that. As the vial glows brightly, infusing both you, your personal magical aura, and your bombs with magic.
Yeah. So here it goes. Wait, I forgot the smiting bonus.
Yes.
So that is how much? Plus 8 to attacks. So a 40 and a 47 against touch. And then that damage plus 28. And that is then sort of epic, arm-infused piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's scrap bombs,
Mhm.
which explode upon impact.
And he also gets to take a 2 reflex saves.
Against what, out of curiosity?
Yes, because they don't display that anymore, do they? He's looking at a 26 DC.
And what are these reflex? You say reflex saves?
It's
For?
against, it is against being bleeding from them.
I see.
As the scrap has sort of ripped part, a sharp piece of metal is ripped, punctured holes between his scales.
He seems to be bleeding.
Right. Well, he has then taken 8 bleed. At the beginning of his turn, he will take 8 bleed until he just succeeds as a DC 15 heal check as a full round action, or receives healing magic. This, I suppose, counteracts fast healing, basically.
Raphael,
All right.
you're a dragon beyond anything you've seen before.
Yes. Well, smite the dragon.
It is certainly an evil dragon.
And then we move forward.
Oh yeah, it's a dragon. I should have another 14 on top of that damage.
I will include that for the next volley of damage that I had on from someone.
Moves here. Let's see here. How much is the bonus damage against the evil dragon?
It's just the first time you
28.
hit him in the battle, you get plus 14 damage. But don't include that in the attack, just remember.
28, because it's an evil dragon, right?
We're only doing one attack this turn.
Yeah,
Yes.
just do normal smiting bonus. It's only one attack, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
you probably will do like 14 bonus in total, but it's easier not to include in the attack.
Well, here we go. Let's see if we can hit him.
Oh God, that's a nice standard attack.
Mhm.
That 56 is a hit.
Yep, that is with Gloria, Imperial Arm, Epic, everything. I also am wearing a Dragonbane amulet, so I ignore all of his damage reductions, unless the sword didn't do that already.
The sword
And smiting.
And I'm smiting, yes.
Smiting did it.
So,
Smiting did the main thing. It will certainly take some damage to that.
I will also spend 2 panache points as a free action when I hit him to give him bleeding dex damage.
Okay. How much bleeding dex? 1?
He bleeds 1 dex per round until he heals it with a heal check or a healing spell that heals like
Ability damage.
ability
You-
damage.
You won't get blessing up further, by the way, now. I think you're too far away to be able to get it.
Yeah, probably.
Also, by the way, with your approach there, I believe you would have definitely approached into his reach for that. So,
Sure, he can take an attack on me.
Most definitely
You see-
a bite.
you know, it seems reasonable. He's going to try biting you.
All right,
Seems reasonable.
I'll try to parry.
You will take a -8
All right,
size.
-8. That is I have a plus 12 to attack to parry him. So -8. That is a plus 4 then to my parry attempt. Nope, I do not
No.
parry.
64 damage. You are bitten. And that is a lot of damage. That's not including fire, by the way, because I assume you have a fire shield. So,
Yes.
however, since you have a fire shield, well, yeah, you might as well track your fire shield is depleted slightly. Your fire shield drops by 25.
All right.
As you know, the bite burns very heavily. Bollard.
Oh yeah, Bollard.
Unfortunately, there is a dragon in the way of a pounce.
Does the dragon seem very dexterous?
Surprisingly for a dragon, yes.
Huh.
More dexterous than a usual dragon would be with this size.
I imagine Bollard, raging and everything, will want to go and try to hit it.
I'd
Well, I
imagine
guess-
so.
Is that even something he has a chance of doing? I don't know.
I mean, he's got that weird, like, cheetah running thing, doesn't he?
You know, only those close will get blessing up further, or will you just not have me cast it?
He will delay until after Zoe.
Then I might as well do something else.
I'd love Blazing of Fervor.
Do you ever hear this distant screech from somewhere? Sounded like some bird calling loudly.
Oh, the phoenix is showing up. Death wards.
Trying to heal him. That's what he's going to do.
The screeching, though, did not come from the south.
Evil Phoenix can't heal people, I think.
No, they're just their amount of death they output is twice as high as usual.
No.
But yeah, you heard the screeching sound, though, not from the south, but the east.
East.
He's going to break the shrine.
Ugh.
Probably doesn't like Pharasma very much, but she probably doesn't like it. So.
Actually, it's actually, you'll be able to see it on its turn, as it seemed to barrel
Ah, fuck.
down the hallway. To here. Looks towards, well, what should be Artemis.
Mhm.
And we'll get to go ahead and make a ranged touch attack against Artemis.
Yeah, that's probably gonna hit.
If it's not a 1, it hits.
Yeah. It's not a 1.
Good job, you're hit.
Yeah. Can it break spell resist?
That is a good question, because you do have some spell resistance. Not great spell resistance, but spell resistance. Yes.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and make me a fortitude save?
Yeah.
As you're hit by some kind of ray.
Yeah.
As it seems the Phoenix tries to disintegrate you.
Bah.
Instead, you'll take 23 points of damage as one of your scales falls off.
It's magic, yeah? So 10 DR.
No, because that's against non-magical attacks. Like melee attacks.
Okay, alright. Yeah, there you go.
It's not applied against this. No, it's always turn.
Yeah.
Well, she can't see it.
Do you not see the dragon?
Well, no,
It's
it's
too far
invisible.
away.
It's too far away, and it's invisible,
Good
so
point.
it's out of. I need to be within.
32 life sense.
Yeah, to sense it. So I can't smite it at the moment. But she will stand here and cast Blessing of Fervor. Fervor.
Does not affect Raphael, but does affect the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Shall make a note.
Put aura around those who has it. A white one would. Or else you're not gonna remember it.
Sure, there you go.
So put a white aura, and I will make note out in the darkness.
Now, I guess Ballad could go and attack the dragon. He can see invisibility, so I guess can see the dragon. So he might really want to go fight the Phoenix more. What do you guys think?
You can't actually see the dragon.
No.
Actually, Raphael technically can't see it either, which is actually a thing I just realised.
I do have glasses. They get me see invisibility. I don't know if that helps.
No, it seems not, actually. It's actually an important note.
Alright.
Yes, seems to see invisibility is not working on this invisibility. To Laurel's mind, the only thing that could do that is probably Mind Blank.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I guess he will move to the dragon.
The dragon will try biting him.
Well, he can't see the dragon. That's a problem.
Yes.
Doesn't want to miss the dragon all the time. So I guess, do you think you should go for the Phoenix?
Sure.
Technically,
If you
Lignan-
think he can solo a Phoenix,
Technically, remember,
Okay.
Lignan does ignore concealment. But
I do?
not Lignan, sorry, Cryx, the axe.
Oh yeah, the axe.
Concealment.
Because it's heart seeking.
Yes. Yes. Then he will.
He'll go for it.
He can attack like from super far away.
So I guess I'm going after the phoenix, huh?
Let's see here.
I mean, you could attack the dragon.
15. Oh, you're smiting the dragon too.
Probably.
I mean, you assigned the smite on your turn, so...
Like here, I
Yeah.
think, to attack it.
Can you make it possible for me to move the text in the darkness?
Yes, that would just mean I need to reveal part of the crypt. 1 second. There you go.
And he will do a
Well, I
single
admitted- Yeah, thanks.
attack with Krenix
You could do such. Would
without
he...
attacking.
Need to check if he would provoke from the dragon. He would provoke from the dragon. Going there.
Right.
So Bollard's going to get a bite.
It has combat reflexes then.
Yes.
Does it have ability to look through his images?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
You
then
do
he's,
you get your DR adamantine?
yeah.
It's not an adamantine
Perfect.
fight. Also, against his fire shield, 26 is lost.
26 is lost. It's not gonna last that long against this thing.
No.
Go.
He's the embodiment of fire.
And then Father will try to attack.
You can certainly
I
try
didn't
and
do that already, did I? I don't think I
I
did.
don't think so.
With Krenix. Single attack, no power attacking.
Wait, there's a poll in chat.
Yeah.
That is a miss.
Right.
You just bounced off the scales.
Yep. That's his turn.
Very well.
Actually, as he was walking past, could he I know he has this ability once per day to like maze something. Could he
Maze
try
the Phoenix.
mazing the Phoenix?
Sure.
He could try to maze the Phoenix.
Might as well.
I think you know how that ability works better than I do.
I do. He would need to roll me a d20 for his cast level check for it.
I could do that.
I will apply the relevant bonuses myself.
Go D20. Go D20.
It has no effect.
Even
Well-
controlling Pollard.
It was worth a try.
All right.
It was worth a try.
Didn't Jake say that you have no saves or anything against it?
Yeah.
I don't, but I don't know if spell resistance works. Maybe it does.
Hmm?
Does spell
It-
resistance
it
work?
did.
Yeah, the cast level check was spell resist.
But
Yeah,
there was no spell resistance against the flyer giant.
He didn't have spell resist, I think.
The
It
giant-
was Cyclops, wasn't
I
it?
can't remember.
Yeah, mate had spell resist but no saving throw. And
Yeah.
It was the Cyclops that got mazed. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, there's no saving throw, but there is spell
Well-
resist.
He tried.
Need to get some of that Weimar essence. It's very useful.
well, Liana's going to try and help from the background.
Summon like a.
Every little helps.
No, she's trying to do a cast level check against the dragons with dispel magic.
Adorable.
Good try.
She's trying. It's
Yeah,
really
16 plus your own cast level is not bad against his. I
not
imagine.
bad. Not bad.
Maybe something comes off.
Actually, those of you who have seen invisibility, you can see him now.
Aha!
Hey.
Raphael looks at him. Well, there you are.
As you suddenly see Liana cast as well and her spell shatter.
He looks
I
at
do?
the-
Do I?
If you've seen, well, your case, you can't see him, but you know he's there. You can just your dragon senses are tingling.
Alright.
Threatening you as well.
Raphael looks at him and says, well, you are the second biggest thing I've ever seen.
He's
What was the
offended.
biggest? What was the biggest?
That's the point of it.
You know
Yes?
that offended. He knows.
Yes.
He knows. You offended him. He knows how to deal with that.
Alright.
He's gonna breath weapon you.
I hope he is. I would happily
Take his
go